Hello and welcome to the Select Talent Coaches Show. We're going to start this off. I've got Bryson, aka Bimble, and we are going to start this off the right way. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we've all been waiting for this one. Let's freaking go.
I think the traditions and stuff and like all that like specific things, I think they hit it out of the park.
I mean, I'm getting ready.
Finally, it is here. You can take all that just another game stuff and throw it out.
I think the atmosphere is going to be amazing with it.
Yeah, look at there's Texas in the tunnel, snowy in Wyoming. I mean, the pregame's going to be fire. Like,
Bro,
no lie.
that's gonna be the best part of the
I mean, online's gonna be fun, but that offline is going to be fun too. Like, it's just gonna be fun. I think that's the one thing that college football really kills is just the differences. And the less generic everything's made. Like, look, we've come out 11 years later, so like I expect a lot. There we go, sick 'em.
I knew damn well they were going to play that. They would
Okay, Duke, here's a kickoff. That actually still looks like a cutscene.
If they did, it would that Duke.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna pause this. You know what? I don't think that's actual gameplay. You know what this looks like to me? It looks like what you get. Let me get to it again. Hold on.
The caption said it's stuff captured with the like in-game engine. So like they use the same engine that they used to build the game, but under my like assumption, it's like probably a lot of like that mocap stuff without like trying to put it into the game. I don't know. Like that's kind of what it looks like. Really, really clear mocap. Like,
all right, hold on. We can do this. You came here to get our opinions, and we're going to talk a little bit about the league because we got news. We got a whole lot of news to go. But here we go. We're just going to start this in like quarter speed so we can really break it down. I'm going to kill the audio here. So again, that's pretty basic. Nothing here.
it's a lot like Madden, folks. I'm sorry
I mean,
to spoil it, but
that doesn't look like a game. Like I don't know. I don't know. Maybe
that's a
maybe in
good
first
point.
person. Maybe in first person. Maybe if you're running it that way. Man, but if not, that still looks sick.
No, it looks nice, but I'm just, you know me, I'm always a little skeptical. Like that looks exactly like the wide receiver speed play you do in Madden. It looks amazing. Don't get me wrong. I think it'll be great. It just looked a touch clunky for me.
Yeah, I don't think the first. I think 26 is going to be the winner, but I'll take something over nothing. But I've got a week off work.
I'm just gonna have a lot of fun with the
Oh
Madden.
yeah, I'm gonna have fun regardless. Oh, that's a catch. You got it.
The toe tap is interesting. If you want to back that up and go back to that, I wonder if considering like it's such a difference in like trying to like animate having to have 2 feet in and when you can do that like as opposed to like only having a toe tap. I wonder if the toe tap, this is something I was thinking about when I saw that. I wonder if that's going to be a little bit more of like a mechanic, like as opposed to like just making sure it's in the right spot. I mean, they obviously balance, but like I feel like they might make it like more of a point that you have to do something to get that 1 foot
Yeah,
in.
like triangle and like right stick. Yeah, I can see that.
Even some sort of timing thing as far as like
Man,
when you
that
throw it
option's
or
gonna
whatever the
mess
case is. I
people
don't know.
up. That's one thing that's gonna hurt people.
That I like
Like this right here. Just watch it in slow mo again. Watching the slow mo. All right. So you can key here. Actually, it looks like the fullback may have that open. I probably would have given the fullback on the dive right there. No lie. Maybe that. Yeah. Oh, you got numbers. Well, they didn't really kick it. You didn't get to see enough of the play, but.
Right. That right there, that's a Madden move, bro. Like that. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's what
but like at the same time, because the gaps in players are should be like 5 times as large compared to Madden. Like, will everybody be able to do that? That's a guy from Georgia. Can that kid from Georgia Southern do the same thing without just like bad things happening?
It'll be a lot of fun, man.
Oh man, it's gonna be fun. So let's get down to it. I think we almost wrapped this one up.
Pull up the features straight from.
Yeah.
Do you want that?
I want to know. I want to know because you haven't been able to talk about this. I saw Travis Hunter on the cover. Travis, we love you here at Select Talent, but you need to do something for me. I need the number of L's you pick up have to do the same or less than the ones on your jersey with that one for in Colorado. So help me out, bro. You could do it. Don't be on the cover at 4 and 8. But we'll see what happens. I think they're going to do better in the Big 12. I do.
You're killing me, Zach.
I think they are. Well, the Big 12's so wide open.
I'm gonna go in on them right now. I think it's weird that like the cover like is a popularity contest at this point.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, how many people are actually going to get the box? Like, I could care less.
For this game specifically, I think there's more than usual. But like, if you wanted to do percentage, it's probably like 90-10. When in reality, it's like normally 98-2. Like,
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
get the digital as opposed to the like. I don't agree with it. I don't like anything. Almost anything that they're doing. I don't like the way that Deion handles himself or the team. So I'm not a hater, but like if they lose, I'm not gonna like cry over it.
True. All right, so let's get down to business. What we do have to look for, and we'll get to what we don't here in a moment too. So we got some news that we're going to pass along. But first, at Campus IQ, you got to immerse yourself in the fast-paced college football gameplay with Campus IQ. That's trademarked. So that's going to be interesting. Just to really see what it means. Again, this is all stuff we haven't until we can play it. We want to know. So test your strategic decision making with all new composure system, player wear and tear, screen shaking, home field advantages, and then dozens of diverse play styles across 134 FBS teams. So really not much to break down until we see it on that. But yes, there are going to be a lot of different teams to choose from, and we'll again until we actually can play it. We're still a little out in the dark, but it does promise wide open and fast-paced gameplay with a bunch of player ratings, which is almost standard. I don't know how much that changes from 14 team tiers. That could be interesting. Is there going to be a big dramatic drop between the Power 4 and everyone else?
I think if they mention it, it's definitely going to be pretty.
Yeah, team tiers. So, that could be interesting. We'll have to see how that one goes. And then new in-game passing mechanics, which I can see that.
Should have known that was coming when they added it to Madden and when EA was making the game. So.
Yeah, we already knew that it was going to be similar.
I knew it was going to be that similar passing system.
Yep,
At least
and
the
then
passing system.
yeah, and running I can see being different just because there's going to be so much more option play. Again, fast-paced gameplay reflecting the true depth of college football. Market speak there. Again, the game's it's football. It's going to be fast-paced.
Am I getting paid? And where's the door, bro? That's That's the fucking atmosphere in college football right now.
All right, now this is one that's going to be fun. This is a good way to clamp down on people who like to cheese. I love the idea of wear and tear system.
I actually thought this was pretty
The
cool.
hits add up, the players wear down. So manage your players'
I just
health.
think like if it's OP, bro, like I hope they have a system where you can like move the bar, like, take it from 90 to 80 type thing.
Oh
So,
yeah,
Like,
this is select talent. Expect it to be on the low side. Like
but I
your
don't-
players are going to get your players are going to get tired. They're going to get they're gonna you're gonna have to watch how you play
I
them.
guess I'm just gonna have to recruit a lot of depth. I guess.
Yeah,
Just be the easy
no,
one.
you're gonna have to
I
because
guess.
that's one way that we can help keep it balanced. Is just look, you can cheese if you want to, but if you're gonna cheese that running back, he ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it 14 games. That's what I'm looking at when I see this. Again, using strategic
And bro, you're gonna have
substitutions.
to have 3 mobile quarterbacks, 3 like
Yeah.
distinctive running backs, like 1 power, 1 middle, and then 1 speed. Like, to,
I
like,
mean-
run a no huddle offense. I'm just like thinking about like personally me too. How I'm gonna have to recruit a lot of people.
I've got to. There's different ways to attack the situation. Like you may, like the one thing that comes to my mind and what I'm looking at is, again, you may not want to run that quarterback as often. You may not run it, 20 times a game with your quarterback on an option or just a scramble. That may be an easy way to get him hurt, which would be realistic too. I mean, I'm all for it being as real as possible, and then avoid on-field mistakes. So maybe, I wonder if they did this. I wonder if your player's tired, he starts
Maybe
starts
dive or
acting
slide.
stupid. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
like maybe mental mistakes. Like
Yeah.
an easy pass, it'll soar over someone.
uh-huh.
I don't know, man.
Oh,
that
would be-
It has to be balanced, bro.
Yep.
They have at least a semi-enjoyable experience.
All
They
right.
can't.
Pre-snap recognition. Making decisions behind every snap matter more. Do you trust your skilled seniors? You take a risk with an untested freshman. Well, you're going to have to make that call like 20 times a game. Read your players to make the right decision when it matters most. Now, I don't know. Like, I could see that being just like an experience rating. Just the way that's written, that senior quarterback is probably like a senior quarterback on the road, maybe a better option than that 4-star you picked up last season.
It sounds.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more true to real life. It sounds a lot like that because I see all the time in college football now. Like they're switching even the quarterback in and out like pretty regularly. Like, and that might just have to be like a part of your game plan. Like,
Yup. And then game-altering home field, that just means that compared to Madden, you're going to feel it a little more. I think that's going to be
I
awesome.
hope it's not that fucking bar that they had, that momentum bar. I think the worst. That was the worst thing ever, bro. It literally made you like. And again, this was like probably 2-3 years ago. So, but I just and there was a glitch where you couldn't turn it off. Like
again, the screen shaking, the pre-play icons, that all makes sense. I mean, that's how you can convey that. So, again, it's going to come down to those of you who really learn your playbook. You got to learn your playbook. I'm not gonna really give any advice on how you're gonna do that, but if you're playing a tough game on the road, you may want to know what exactly what your plays are ahead of time. So,
bro's gonna have a play.
Oh, dude, you already know. I'm gonna have the play sheet on. All right, let me see. Let me move this over real quick. Hold on. Like you're gonna see. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's see.
XYZ 32 left.
So you're gonna see the wrist. I'm gonna have a play sheet up here on the other side, so behind the camera, so you can't tell. And we're gonna go. We're gonna go. But just to know what the plays are. Like I could see somebody doing like just flipping through. All right, so what am I? But to each his own. If you're gonna do that, do that. If you're not gonna do that, don't do that. But just recognize this is the show. We're coming. Now let's see what it goes on about the iconic atmospheres, which is a given in college football. That's just it. That is what it is. It looks amazing from what we can see. It looks really good. Like every stadium's going to have its own feel. Again, that's a lot of the NFL stadiums look the same. That's an NFL stadium right there. More cookie cutter, but I like the architecture in some of the stadiums, especially the older ones that aren't quite as big as LSU, where you like, hey, they put this on here. This got bolted on, then this got bolted on, and then, it's just layered. Baylor doesn't have that, but we've got a brand new stadium, and it looks like a European soccer field, but I digress. Again, Chris Fowler, Kirk Herbstreit calling the marquee matchups, while they have Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock taking the mic for all the other games. So your top 25 games are going to matter. Again, taking this.
I don't think I'm going to have a single game that's ever voiced by them.
Yeah, but dude, if you do, when you do, like, no, look, Maction, you may have that Wednesday night game. I don't know. You got to double check your schedule. If you have a Wednesday night game, you might get that.
Okay.
I was just saying, like, go after the podcast, go and check. That's just that's real talk. You might sneak one in, and it's gonna freak you out.
Penn State, Toledo or something.
Yeah, it'll freak you out when it happens. That'll be awesome. I expect. I think half our games. I know Florida State and Louisville will. Especially if I beat Florida State, Louisville, I'm coming next. I'm coming after the entire ACC. We do have that senior quarterback, so I'm not worried about that freshman yet.
Got a senior quarterback as well, and then redshirt now. Yeah.
Man, depending on how that plays out, if you're a big school, do you even recruit a quarterback?
Right.
Do you just go NIL? Ooh, that would maybe a strategy. Like, I wonder how that's going to play out in the league. Like, once we get going, you may have somebody who says, "No, I'm not gonna. Why waste the recruiting on the quarterback when I could just snag one that's already played a year?" So, like, for me, I would.
Realistic than what happens now,
Yeah, so everyone in my dynasty, if you got a coach, I'm looking. And we have a way to do that. I'll get to how we're going to break this down here momentarily, because we do have a little bit of slightly concerning news coming up.
We have a big elephant in the room.
So, again.
Don't underplay it.
Okay. Well, we had a plan, and we are prepared for this, but right here, this little paragraph right here. Dynasty created coach. Take control. So we can create a coach. That's a good thing. That's a positive. You can upgrade their abilities. Sounds like a lot like 14. And then build a powerhouse college football program. Understand, everyone who's playing in the league, your coach abilities will be set as absolutely low as possible. As low as possible. Here to here. We're going to have everybody start off on a level playing field if we can all possibly have it. So all 32 players in each dynasty will be able to work their way up from the bottom, and everyone's on even playing field. It's going to make it tougher for your non-conference games against Power 4 opponents, but that's a risk we are willing to take. So I wonder how that's going to play out in play now, if we can nail down the coach, or if that's going to have any impact on the actual gameplay itself, which is something I've got to talk to Ye about. Now, it does say here, to take your team to the next level in Online Dynasty, where up to 32 players can compete against each other on and off the field. We were really hoping for 134 players that can compete against each other, but as I said numerous times, even when you were signing up, we had a plan. So here's how this is going to work. Now, the first thing I want to say is I do want to tell everybody I have proof of this. I've already reached out to EA Tech Support to try and see if they can get us a private server with 134 PlayStation 5 players. And again, Xbox guys, it does not look good. It does not look good for you. I'm just telling you now, and which is why we have, I want to say, 98% PlayStation players. But we may open up recruiting a little bit more, and we'll see what we can do and see how that'll shape itself out. But there is Road to Glory. That's where you take your own player. A lot of people have done that, where you manage your hourly schedule, GPA, and I don't know. It could be really cool if you wind up, if they have every college model, and you can basically give yourself a college tour. I could see that being a thing, like 2K, but with every college, just, slightly revamped. That actually would be very cool. So I may have to try that. But again, that's not my big thing. My big thing is Dynasty. They do have Ultimate Team. I'm not gonna discourage anybody from playing it, but I myself am voting with my wallet, and I don't want to contribute another penny to Ultimate Team. I am going to get the early release, but I'm never going to open up those packets either. You can hate me if you want to. I don't care. That's just how I play the game. I don't play Ultimate Team.
Waste of fucking time.
And money. Save it. If we can put that into a private server, EA, call me. Now, with that, there also is a new Road to College Football Playoff. That looks like looks an awful lot like either something like old school NBA Jam, where you play team after team after team, or possibly just like a season mode. I can see that either way. But let's get to some other news, and again, going back to the Dynasty, as it is now, we will have it running like this. We've got a list of conferences that you will be linked up with, and to keep the competition level fair, we have decided against putting the Power 4 schools together. In fact, they are all independent. So you will have the dynasties falling like this. The Big Ten and the MAC are going to be in one collective 32-team dynasty. After that, you've got the ACC and the AAC. They're going to be grouped together. The Sun Belt and the SEC. And then the Big 12 with the the SEC and the Sun Belt, the Big 12 with the CUSA, and then the Mountain West in the Pac-12 are together in a smaller dynasty with 30. If they gave us 40, we could have put you guys in with somebody else, but 32 is a little tight on the numbers there, but we'll play that as we can. And Bill, do you have anything to add on that? Let's see. I don't know if I didn't just go dark. Well, it looks like we have some technical issues here. That was joys of doing things live. So give me a second. I'm going to pause the stream just for a moment and see what I can do about getting Bimbo back on. Well, as I say, the show must go on, so I'm going to give the last little bit of my thoughts here before we wrap this up. Again, looking at Team Builder, you're going to be able to create your own college football program with the customization tools on the Team Builder website. That's the uniforms, helmet, field, and even update your own logo. One thing we could do with this is because we'll have the Dynasty split, and you can even upload that into your Dynasty. So what we would be able to do is you could add in our Select Talent logo, and we can try to put that on everybody's field. Try to find something that'll work out. That way, whenever we're playing, you'll be able to tell it's a big game when you see that on the field. But we'll take a look at that. Again, we'll know more about Team Builder later. The one thing that is interesting can be used now in offline play now and in private Dynasty modes. I wonder if Private Dynasty includes and private online Dynasty. I don't know because it's saying offline here. That's the only other thing that I would worry about. But again, just a quick update. We will see if we can get some more voices in here a little bit later. Again, that's going to be all for now because it has been a fun couple of days. Just want to make sure that we got this out for you guys. And just gave you my take on it. And again, contrary to some opinions, I think it's still going to be great. Again, much better than nothing. And you Madden guys may have an upper hand for now, but I'm coming. I'm coming for you.